Mr. Chair, can you hear me?
I sure can.
All right.
Denise will be about 10 minutes late, but I don't know whether she's seen the meeting link herself.
I just reset it out to everybody via email, just because this was just a regular meeting, not a.
I figured that's got to be what it is, because for whatever reason, the exec meetings I'm not getting notifications on.
Yeah, well, I don't have those set up.
Okay.
To set those up with all the notifications
Tedious.
it's a monster task, unfortunately.
Don't worry about it.
Just so, yeah, I mean, I can do it, set them up like that, but it would mean it just,
Don't worry about it, man. Don't add nothing extra on your plate.
yeah, it's
I don't blame you. But I was like yeah, I think we have a meeting today.
yeah, I just popped up on my calendar, so I forgot about it too, because we moved everything up a week.
Yeah. I was gonna say, man, that's a real nice location, but that's a virtual backdrop. Got me for like a half second, Mr. Johnson. I'm saying, man, where is that at? But then I should realize that's in Louisiana somewhere. Are you still connected to the audio?
He's coming.
Can you hear me, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I said for like a quarter of a second, I was like, man, where's that backdrop at? Where is he at? But then I realized backdrop.
Well, you know I'm on the bluff.
I know, that's what I said. That's Louisiana somewhere. And I said,
yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, that's the backdrop of all time, because it looked legit off the bat. Like,
oh yeah, right there on the banks of the Mississippi River.
Yeah. You gonna be seeing the banks of the Mississippi River anytime soon?
No, sir. No, sir.
I can't even go.
I'm a seasoned book holder.
Right.
But I'm not going.
Unless the Saints are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely not going to that. I can't. It's not working. Not for me.
Well, so the SWAC is playing in the spring, which
yes, sir.
Which I don't know what that's really going to look like.
We don't either, but we're gonna try to make a go of it.
Well, I
think we got about 6 games, 2 of them home games.
They're gonna let fans. They're gonna have fans.
Yeah. And most of those are away.
Yeah.
Because the away schools have bigger stadiums. Because with socially distanced, we can only get about 8,500, and ours normally seats about 30. But with social distance, it's about 8,500. But that's season ticket holders, students, and the band, and that's all you got right there.
But with the band alone takes up about a quarter. And just the band alone. Miss Washington will be here. She is running a little late. I haven't heard from Brian, or I didn't hear from Brian, and that confusion of the week up is probably catching everybody. But,
yeah. Well, y'all have to excuse me. I'm kind of in the corner because I'm eating.
You're all right. You all right, man. There's some Creole boulet in there. What's in there? I know it's not a turkey burger because
Well, it's a pork burger. I'm doing some green. I do green chef.
okay.
So they had a pork burger with Creole Dijonaise or something. It's all fancy. It's a pork burger to me.
All fancy.
Yeah, but it tastes good though.
That's all that matters. You need to have somebody sing you some beignets.
Oh yeah.
Surely, was it Cafe? What's the famous one in New Orleans?
Cafe Du Monde.
Yeah, I'm sure they send them out.
Yeah, they do.
I thought about going to New Orleans. I just can't do it. I just can't. If you want to travel, now's the time to do it. It's cheap.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just can't do it.
Yeah. I can't do it. I don't care how cheap it is.
Yep, just can't do it. Shoot, I can't even go home. My mama said, "Nah, you in North Carolina. You got to stay.
You got to stay. Yeah.
You can't come to New York." I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I can't come to New York anyway with 14-day quarantine hold they got on the state of North Carolina."
So she want to see you, but she don't want to see you.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know how to take that. I took it personally. What? You don't want me to go? I can't come home.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know some mamas and daddies telling their kids, no, we'll meet you at the door.
I literally was hurt. I was like, because I haven't been home in. If it will feel like almost 2 years. It feels like almost 2 years. But then I was like, I was gonna go home for Thanksgiving just to check. No, you cannot come home. Okay. I won't come home. I'm not gonna be in my feelings either. But
yeah.
But
everybody gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
It'll be all right. I guess is this Miss Kanye's on who's Terry Port? I don't know who Terry Port is.
Terry's the my supervisor. Terry's the assistant director for strategy. So,
gotcha. Terry, hope you're well. I mean, I don't really have much on my end. Usually, this Thanksgiving meeting is usually one where we would be eating, which obviously that's not happening.
Not happening.
Well, I can. I can report. Well, this is not necessarily for the agenda, but we do have the lead RFP review for our next RFP that I sent out last week as an opportunity for the CSC members. And Brian volunteered to assist with that. So just to let you know, we do have some involvement with that.
Okay, so I did see that go out.
Yeah. So Brian's going to assist with that. He assisted with one previous too. So.
Yeah.
There's Miss Conyers is joining now.
Okay.
Hey, Wilmer, can you hear us?
We won't find Miss Conyers for being late. I'm just gonna blame him on the turkey burger.
No, hardworking public servant. Good afternoon, almost evening.
Absolutely. And so yeah, Ms. Conyers, you didn't miss anything. We were talking about days and the fact that this meeting is usually an eating meeting, but we're done to eat this particular meeting for the general meeting. Thanksgiving dinner that y'all graciously provide great quality food. I'm shedding the tear as I speak. I know that Janice definitely wanted something, talk about something that was tabled from the last time because she wasn't able to make it. And so she gets here, I'll let her make those statements she needs to state. I don't really have much. I know that we're doing Hotwa, right? Are we doing Hotwa this time?
Yes, we can. We can. I'd not.
Or maybe not. I don't know. I might have missed. I thought that was the last one, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think that was the plan. I think that was the
Yeah.
plan, was to do Hopwa next, and then yes.
I mean, unless Matt, you don't want to do it because you just want to save it for December's meeting. I mean,
No, I can. I think I can. We can take that same framework and kind of just do a overview of Hopwa, and then we'd have everybody's had exposure to all 4 programs at that point, right? Because Hopwa was the last one that we haven't. That's the only one we haven't
Right.
done. Yeah, so we can do that.
yeah.
And there's Dr. Langloss is coming on right now.
I think that would be good. We group decision. We decided to fine you $25 per person that's on the line for being late. That's what 25.
Well, what about your arrearage for your meetings?
See, this just came into play this
Thank you for defending.
week. So
Yeah, he was the first one in the meeting today. I was surprised. I was like, oh man, he's waiting. He was waiting before I started the meeting.
So that's why we want to assess. Okay.
yeah, it only counts the weeks that I'm on time. Yeah, I have to actually thank Janice because it told my mind, because she texted me saying that she was going to be a few minutes late, and I was like, yeah, you know what, we do have a meeting today.
Yeah.
Is it today or next week? But I hadn't got I hadn't seen the reminder, so it was just like.
Yeah, I'll go back in and set these up with the other modules so we get those reminders, because I think those are helpful. Folks do get used to those. So I'll go back and just change it to the webinar platform.
It's fine because I got the little reminder at the top of my screen because I just work from home. So I was sitting here on my work computer working, little meeting in 15 minutes. I was like, cool. I don't want that to sit on the top of the screen though. It always distracts me. So I closed it thinking I won't forget. And then here I was thinking.
Believe me, I try to dismiss as many Zoom reminders as possible, since literally that's. And I should have brought stock in Zoom a long time ago because I'd be very person.
So, Mr. Chair, if I could, what I'll do then, I'll cancel. So you're going to get a cancellation from these ones they go onto your Outlook calendar. I'm just going to cancel those. So don't be confused when you get a cancellation. And then I'll resend that out as what's called webinar in Zoom. So that will set up as so you get reminders. Now that won't come out as the same way in terms of the Outlook sort of calendar, but it'll come so that the reminders come a day before and then an hour before, if that suits the body.
I mean, I'm not stressing. Don't take my jokes as a stressor as far as.
No, it's all right. It's actually more consistent for everybody, because I think I've gotten used to using those too, getting those reminders. So.
I mean, and we also understand that these next 2 meetings are just special because we move.
Yep, different dates.
We're usually my reminders on my phone for just in general, a general reminder, a recurring reminder. So he had the exact meeting for next week. Phone just because usually that week. Yep. But we can go ahead and get started. And when Ms. Washington comes in, she can, like I said, she wanted to bring something up. I don't have anything that was pressing. I didn't get any emails from anybody in regards to anything that was pressing. I figured that we could probably keep this meeting somewhat short, simply because of the fact that I think that we just need to go through Hopwa. I don't think there was any press. Was there anything pressing from staff as far as what we needed to be looking at? That we needed to put on the agenda?
No, it's not. But I think that Wilma, I think there was something we were supposed to look at. I'm trying to, maybe about 2 meetings ago, and I know it exists, but I can't remember what it was right off the top of my head. And we might need to just meet because we were supposed to meet. I'm blanking. It's been a long time.
I have no clue what that could be at this point.
Yeah, we were talking about doing something in January and having some discussions in January.
Oh, was that in regards to bringing
okay.
folks in?
Yes.
You're right. Whether we were going to have some guest sub-recipients or stakeholders, et cetera. Sounds familiar now.
Mhm.
We'll
So what
go-
I is,
Go ahead, Reginald.
if we could meet and plan to at least provide some framework at the meeting for discussion.
For next week's meeting?
Yeah, for next. Yeah, well, wait a minute. What meeting we talking about?
We'll meet, okay, so I'm trying to understand, is this going to be something on the agenda or we're going to be discussing this internally to bring it to the CAC for the November 16th meeting? I'm trying to get clear.
No, I was saying we did, so I wasn't clear because I got my meetings confused. I would say let's prepare to bring that in the December meeting.
Okay,
So we could have guests in the January to start 20.
Right, that's correct.
So just for clarification, you're referring to an internal meeting amongst
Us, yeah, that's correct.
Okay, all right.
Right.
hey, what was that?
That is an internal meeting between y'all three. And
City
that
staff.
Okay. I've got it now. I just want to make sure. So we need to schedule an internal meeting for what, 30 minutes or an hour?
30 minutes.
I would say, I feel like let's schedule an hour. It's not gonna be that long. But
Sounds good.
But it'd be more than 30 minutes.
Right, so we'll have an hour, and if we finish up before then, that would be great, so. Matt, technology guru.
Yeah, just a Teams meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So do we have anything else other than the HOP one?
I don't have anything on my agenda. I mean, obviously we can give them an update in regards to Brian doing another lead RFP.
And I'll talk about an update on the affordable housing plan so that people can, I'll give an update on that.
Yeah, I don't really have, like I said, I didn't have anything. Ms. Washington's still on a call, so she's, depending on when this meeting is over, we may have to table that again until the December meeting, what she wanted to.
All right. Well, she didn't share with you what it was she wanted.
I couldn't remember what it was. I think it was just some suggestions that she wanted to pose to y'all as in the staff.
Okay.
About just, I think some questions that she wanted to pose. I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but
Well, can she email those to us?
Yeah, I can have her do that as well.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to fine you for not remembering.
Okay, that's fine. My fines are like, y'all have to feed me or something. I don't know. You have to give me credit.
Well, just have her to email those questions to us.
Okay.
And so we don't have to necessarily wait until the next, a whole nother month.
Yeah, I will. I'm letting her know that now. Brian, did you have anything, or were you solid?
Nah, I don't have anything to add.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that people are still electioning out, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Brian, just to confirm, you're going to help with the Lyra RFP, right? You got the materials to do the scoring and ranking.
Yeah, that's the plan. The meeting for that's Thursday, right?
That's right. I just want to make sure you got my communication.
Yeah, it's on my to-do list for the week.
Appreciate you helping us.
And I'll try to remember to send you my scoring before the meeting this time.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we're flexible. If you can, that's great. If not, we can just do it right in the meeting. So thank you though.
What time is that meeting on Thursday?
2 to 4. He's going to help with the review of the Lyra RFPs for Michael's team.
Okay.
So he helped with one previous as well. So he's been a community development trooper.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the agenda for December, I mean, that's another question in itself. Do we forecast something coming up in December that we need to be preparing for now?
One of the things we need to do is do some forecasting. So let us, in that meeting, Wilma, talk about that as well. And talk about 2021 as far as the CAC is concerned.
Okay.
I just don't. Yeah, I think because we have run through all the programs. Well, we will have run through all the programs by this month. This is where we were talking about trying to be more creative within the meetings as well, which I know that y'all are going to pull through for us in January, starting the new year. But I didn't know whether or not in December, if there was anything that was pressing, and what is the city's policy as far as, do you have to meet every month?
That answer is no.
Okay. Because of COVID, I mean, yeah, and because of COVID, the way that COVID is kind of like, I don't want us to have to necessarily, if we don't have to necessarily meet in December, because there's nothing that, unless there's something that comes up on the agenda between now and then. I mean, I don't know what y'all's entertainment for having a meeting in December and just starting the new year off fresh with folks who, stakeholders and those who receive funds. I'm definitely up for entertaining anybody ideas on that.
I do think that's a good idea. Wilma, Matt, you have any thoughts?
As to whether we should hold a meeting in the month of December?
Yes.
If there is no pressing business, it is certainly not unusual to not hold a meeting in December. So I certainly wouldn't oppose it.
We're not eating in that meeting either, so I mean.
Oh, virtually?
Well, unless
whatever
y'all,
you like.
Unless y'all gonna have food delivered to each member's establishment, then we can virtually dine together. Yeah, I just don't, Brian, I'd love to hear you, I'm all about efficiency. And if there's nothing pressing, then yeah, I would say let's try to cancel. Let's not have a meeting in December and just come back fresh in January. I think that month off would give the body some momentum, saying, all right, in January, we're going to ramp up. I mean, hopefully we'll have, that doesn't mean the exec team couldn't meet. I'm just saying, a body meeting in December, I think is kind of moot.
Okay.
Anything on the agenda.
All right, well, let's do that.
I think that's fine. The only thing I would want to, so we've been keeping the clerk apprised of the Zoom meeting sort of schedule. So I'll just need to follow up with them if we do decide that that's, December is going to be canceled. I'll just have to have her remove that month's meeting from their calendar.
So that will can be officially put before the board on next Monday night?
Is that a vote or is that an executive?
It's a vote.
Yeah,
Is it
Because
vote?
remember,
yeah,
it's a vote
Yep.
because remember, the body sets the calendar for the year, and we submit
Yeah.
that to the clerk. And so any
Yeah.
change to that, the body has to do.
So let's put that on the agenda so it's bold. I mean, not necessarily bold print, but it's there on the agenda.
So I have Hopwa, and I have December meeting. And so really, it's a short agenda.
So what, could you tell us what short means as far as what items?
Outside of the welcome, the roll, our regular beginnings, approval of the minutes, I have us going over the Hopwa program. I'm assuming that's Matt because.
yeah, that's fine.
And then I have a vote on the December meeting and whether,
Okay,
and that was what I had. I didn't have anything pressing, like I said before.
let's add public hearing on December 7th, CARES Act. Public hearing on December 7th. That's CARES, all caps, then Act.
Got that. And then, then we should, well, if there was a new business or somebody wanted to bring up, they could bring that up at that time, but I didn't see the body saying we need to meet in December. I mean, I'd be thoroughly surprised if,
Okay, all right.
Okay,
So I did text Miss Washington, and I'm waiting to hear back, but hopefully she'll email you. So then I would just say we can meet as an executive team in December to kind of.
That'll be good.
all right then.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Thank
Sounds
y'all,
good.
folks.
All
Thank
right,
y'all.
Joe. Have a good one.
Matt and Reginald, could you please stay on?
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Night, everyone.
Good night. Have a great week and stay safe. Reginald, I saw where you sent us a copy of the corrected formula allocations.
Mhm.
So we're going to have to make some adjustments to our final funding chart. Let alone we in addition to, we're going to have to revise the standard forms 424s and get those signed and sent as well. But there is some contingency language in the final funding chart. So one, we know that I believe, I don't have them pulled up right now, but I think both amounts meaning CDBG and home are less than what was.
What we got, yeah. That's good.
So we have to make adjustments to the admin.
Okay.
And we're for both of those programs, and I'll look at the contingency language and see where we said which project we would reduce or increase in the event there was some changes to the funding chart. So I don't know whether a meeting, I think it would be good if you had a quick meeting on that so that everyone is clear that there's some work that has to be done and some adjustments that have to be made as a result of the changes with CDBG and home. I really haven't done the math. I just looked at them. I saw where it's less than what was,
It's like not, it's a few dollars. It's like not substantial, but it's
You
substantial
know,
enough that we got to make some changes. It's like,
you got to make some
Yeah.
change. I remember
Yeah.
back one year early on, it was like $37. We still
pennies.
have to,
Yeah.
whether it's
yeah,
two
you
or
still have to get the
37.
dollar right.
Exactly. So I just want everyone to be aware that we've got some work to do. It's not major, but some work has to be done. We have to make some adjustments with the final funding charts. Get the standard forms 424s signed again. And I mean, that's something typically I do, but everyone needs to be on board with these adjustments to the final funding chart.
Okay.
So what say you,
It
a
was
short meeting?
Just CDBG and home, right?
Correct,
It was just CDBG and home. Okay.
right?
Yeah. Short meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably need to get Albert and
Matt, are
Jesse
we looking
involved
to
in
do that this week?
Yeah.
Can we look at maybe
Do that this
Thursday?
week.
Can we look at
So
maybe,
before we schedule it on Thursday, it may need to be next week because I'm getting ready to occupy Thursday and Friday.
okay, well,
Can
we'll
you-
look at something next week then.
Communication later on tonight.
What's that, Reginald?
You'll receive a communication later on tonight.
Okay. So I shouldn't plan anything for Thursday or Friday?
No, you shouldn't.
I was planning on being off on Friday. Hello, I'm just teasing.
So Reginald, Thursday just, and so Thursday from 2 to 4 is that Lyra RFP review that I just referenced with Brian, Dr. Langlois is going to help us with. So I'm not sure if that's in a problem for conflict, but just to let you know that set
It does. We're gonna have to discuss that, but let me see, because that's the reason I was asking what time it was tomorrow. I mean, what time it was.
Yeah,
And so, because I need
Thursday, yeah.
So for these adjustments, Matt, can we go ahead and look at something next week?
Yeah.
And we can just set it up for an hour, so we'll have it. I don't anticipate, I don't see a reason it should. And what I will do is I will go ahead and revise the final funding chart to what I believe. We know that admin for both programs have to be adjusted and adjust whatever other category that needs to be reduced. So I will come to the table with a revised draft.
Okay. And hey, Reginald, did you say Thursday and Friday you want us to not sort of schedule anything this coming Thursday and Friday? Okay. All right. So so then I'm also looking at the conversation about, the CAC planning for the January meeting. I'll look at next week for that as well.
Yes. please.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I just didn't want
All
to,
right.
there's going to be two of them we're trying to put on there.
Well,
All right.
that while I had the both of you, I just wanted to make sure
Yeah,
that
that's
we
good.
all understand. And I will work on revising
Yep.
the final funding chart and preparing the 424s. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Everyone have,
Sounds good.
all right.
All right.
Have a
Thanks,
good
Rhonda.
night. All right. Bye-bye.